Even the equalizer can work as like pseudo-engage or even poke for this particular team, just because otherwise it's Showmaker fishing for charms. You know, it's the culling from aiming, but outside of that, not really too much else is going to be there.
Oh, Showmaker's just hit 6.
Yeah, and is actually going to land the charm there as well. So Vikla going to get electrocuted. I don't know whether the doggo going to quite get in here in time, down to 21 health, but of course, no one there to contest. As now Raptor does get daggered momentarily. There's the flash over from Beryl. Doesn't quite find the Q flash though.
It's going to be really important here.
Yep, Clear has found Shiu as well. He's looking to try and push this Rumble away. Equalizer in range of anyone right now. So the Winter's Bite is going to connect. There is the culling onto Kellen. He's taking a fair bit of damage. The flash does come through as Clear finally throws down that Equalizer. Not exactly doing too much, splitting up the fight here, but DK just biding their time. Shape Splitter comes on through as now Showmaker looking for that engage angle. Finds the charm as there's the public execution. Shiu though, getting a bit of a shield back, but still in trouble. He's gonna have to flash away. And now it's Lucid that's gonna have to try and get out of here. He flashes, uses absolutely everything. And Beryl, I don't think he's gonna quite be able to hold the door enough as there is First Blood going over to the Rumble. I think the vision here is decent for DK. Same can be said for BNK, but Showmaker with that Spirit Rush at the ready. Beryl loping his way over. That is a charm going to miss, but still a lot of damage onto Raptor. Back towards the Dragon now as Lucid. Don't think he's getting in there, and he isn't going to be able to lock that one down. Hextech Soul this game is kind of nutty. It's a lot of extra power as now Diablo, bit of a late Arcane Shift. Would have been able to buffer with it, but not going to get hit by the charm anyway, so.
Yeah, it's one of those things where the ult, it looks like, well, you can't dash if there's no target, but you get a brief CC immunity when you cast it. So use that to try and avoid the ult. And then it also gives you a proc or passive to get a dash. So even though it's not like a Yone where you can just ult into the void and get away.
Going to be working out here is aiming at 50%, but they're just looking to kill Diablo. Let's see whether they can take him down as, yeah, he's dead. That's aiming, locking down that kill. The Gold King going to pick that one up. Raptor trying to get in there and stop the rest of the team from backing up this Nefiri. Beryl shows them the door, gets the heal out, and True Shot Barrage going to finish him off. Really nice aim there from Diablo as BNK realizing with the man advantage, they should be able to take this, and it's so sad here for Lucid. Still he's able to lock it down, but that eye is just going to look around for a while and disappear. So no Shelly this game. So sad.
Yeah, unfortunate one there for Dplus. The smite's good from Lucid, but they lose the blue buff for it. They're losing control. Maybe even threat of a this is a hard dive to pull off. Yeah, the wave's just got deleted. Oh, they're still going.
Yep, there's the Pop Blossom to come in, but it's going to hit absolutely no one. Kellen goes down first there as the second kill comes in for DK. And Shiu towards that top side, if he's facing off against Vikla, is a pretty comfortable way of interrupting, as that is an ulti forward here from Showmaker, and Clear, remember, doesn't have the flash, and so he's going to be taken down. Lucid now able to flash away, but the flash to follow there from Kellen is so good. Still, it's not enough. Lucid just dashes away, and down goes the Wukong. Shield comes in from Lucid, and he's over the wall yet again. It's a decent seismic shove there, but Vikla is going to get stunned up by Beryl, and that's just a fake Nico, because Lucid just comes back in, gets back into it, and dies. It's not exactly great. Seismic Shove almost gets a double there for Vikla, but in the end, DK do find the victory.
Paper favored towards Dplus in terms of you got those 3 kills. Great setup coming out from Showmaker, punishing the lack of flash on Clear, and Lucid gets a big influx of gold. We're able to get back in time and get control of the Dragon, so that's big. Hard to say what was going to happen with Lucid's death being so late, but BNK FEARX not opting into it. And Dplus, you know, the kills in favor of them, the fact they secure the Dragon in the back end, definitely good for them in this game.
Yeah, feels like it holds it a little bit more equal, rather than giving them a big advantage, especially with this tower falling down towards the top side of the map shrinking here.
Which is, you know, if you're the team who only has...
Oh dear. Kellen going to get stunned up. There is the ulti from Beryl just to make sure of it. Down he will go. Diablo going to get attacked here by Lucid once more. Himself alive, but now Shiu is the one that's in the furnace. Still okay. Lucid uses absolutely everything in order to get out, but he will do so, and he's even got Hex Gates. That's the ridiculous thing about this Rift, is that the punishment isn't actually that high. Even with 10 seconds left on this Dragon, he should be able to get back here pretty quickly.
Yep, and the Cyclone now down is a big cost for BNK FEARX. They did hold on to the Equalizer, though. We'll see if they can still get that same value without that tool in this fight.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Shiwu.
Yeah, looking for the flank angle. Let's see whether this public execution is going to come on through. The rocks go down. now DK pretty happy with their positioning. Raptor gets into the pit. Shiu's still looking for that flank angle as he sweeps out onto Clear. Kellen just searching for a little bit of an angle. There's the culling to soften them up from aiming. Nicely done. Seismic shove is good onto Lucid, but he goes on target. Pop Blossom's fantastic. The Drake gets taken down, but Kellen's also dead. Aiming is going nuts as he flashes on top of Vikla, and that is the Rumble going down, and now the kills are starting to fly in. The resets are working out as Diablo standing his ground. His health bar is so high. Shiu is going to try and punish him, but he gets the triple. Is it Penta time as the charm is going to connect? Orbit Deception comes down, but he goes, and there it is. Showmaker though, can he actually win out as Diablo? He's just waiting for an E. The cone comes through and he misses the Q. Doesn't push further forward.
That clean and controlled, and if Diablo doesn't clutch the fight, we could have been looking at a big gold deficit and 2 dragons apiece. So BNK FEARX, the smite from Raptor, and Diablo's play in that fight, and even moments like Vikla's Unraveled Earth coming through for the stuns.
Hold the door. Is Vikla going to get missed by the Winter's Bite? Wall comes up, but this is going down so quickly. Exactly. True Shot Barrage comes through. Aiming takes most of his health bar, but there is no jungler in sight. So that is just Otacon taken. It's highway robbery as Beryl, he might be sacrificed. Remember, there's no outer turret here. Looks like DK, the majority of them are just going to be able to get out. Flash is going to be employed there by Beryl, but I think you'll take that in trade as now Clear could be in trouble. Charm going to connect, and the culling will cut down the Rumble. Now Warrior Trickster has to be used by Raptor to get himself out of there as they're taking Hex Gates. They're looking to close in as now Diablo's in trouble. Pop Blossom to try and peel, but this time Aiming is actually playing with his brain attached, so he's able to take down the Ezreal. And DK looking for even more. The ulti's going to clip him, and Raptor walks back towards DK because Showmaker persuaded him to. And this is the DK that we've been waiting to see. They're going to look for a Baron as well, and they get to work on that while the last kill is going down. Powerful soul and a whole lot of power here, but they don't necessarily need to fight for this right now.
Yeah, it's gone.
As Shiu is looking for the flank angle. Beryl now wanting to find a way in as well, as Shiu staying in the fog of war where he can. Shape Splitter now on cooldown. Shiu's still just corralling them and gets into the backline there as Pop Blossom lands onto the rest. They're going to try and turn onto Shiu as everyone dives towards Aiming, but he's able to dash his way out. Vikla's in trouble. Showmaker looking to put him down, and there are the kills streaming through. It was that quadra kill for Diablo, and then everything fell off a cliff. DK will be able to push further forward, and we'll see what more they can get.
Feels like in this fight, Dplus knew the main threat, the main carry is this Ezreal. Didn't let him play the game. You saw she will connect with the public execution, and then immediately Lucid following up afterwards to take him down. And this game went from so hopeful for BNK FEARX in the early game, a mid-game which was a bit messier, but still you saw an opportunity for them to win this with those dragons stacking up, and then Dplus convincingly looked to put the nails in the coffin. They won't end the game right now, but with a 10,000 gold lead, a 25 stack Medjai's on Showmaker.
And one of the great things here, if you're looking over the other side of the rift, is this gentleman right here. He's going to get shoved. It's the Caster Curse that was preemptive, unfortunately for me, but maybe it was a bait all along as the flash out. No equalizer going to get any joy onto Showmaker, as now the public execution into the backline. The seismic shot going to miss because he's got so many dashes, and Aiming with the culling is doing exactly that. Clear trying to do what he can, but it is not going to work as Lucid looks for the quadra. Is it going to be his turn for a pentakill? I guess it is, as he dashes on top. We were denied one penta, but at least we got another, as the doggo is looking real happy as he wags his tail all the way to the Nexus.
Lucid nearly leaping out of his chair on that one with how excited he was to get the penta. BNK FEARX trying to make a pick on a Showmaker, ends up backfiring. And Dplus slam that game to an end.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.